What if you ate fast food every single day? One fast food meal probably doesn't tell the whole story, but eating it every day creates a completely different pattern, and your body starts noticing that pattern. First, there's the simple problem. Calories can add up quickly. Fast food portions can also be much larger than you expect, so one meal can contain a lot of energy before you even realize it. But calories aren't the only thing that matters. Fast food can also contain a lot of sodium, and that's where things get interesting. Because your body has to deal with that meal long after you finished eating. After you eat, your body immediately starts processing what you just consumed, and a fast food meal can temporarily change what's happening in your blood. Carbohydrates are broken down into glucose, which your body can use for energy. Your pancreas responds by releasing insulin. Insulin helps your cells take glucose out of the blood. Now, imagine repeating this pattern every day. The occasional meal is very different from a daily habit. And this isn't only about gaining weight. Your metabolism is constantly responding to what you eat. But there's another part of the story. What happens to all that extra energy when your body doesn't need it? When you consistently eat more energy than your body uses, some of that excess can be stored as body fat. One meal doesn't automatically cause a problem. The bigger issue is what happens when high-calorie meals become your normal routine. Portion size and how often you eat these foods both matter. And highly processed foods can make it easier to keep eating. They're often convenient, tasty, and easy to eat quickly. And some people may find themselves hungry again sooner. That can create a cycle. Eat, feel full briefly, get hungry again, and eat more. And remember, fast food isn't just about calories. It's the combination of calories, sodium, saturated fat, added sugars, and often very little fiber. That brings us to sodium. Sodium helps regulate fluid balance in your body. When sodium intake is high, your body can retain more water. That can temporarily push your weight upward. And that doesn't necessarily mean you've suddenly gained that much body fat. Some short-term changes on the scale can simply be water. But regularly eating very salty foods can become another concern. For some people, high sodium intake can contribute to higher blood pressure. And blood pressure is something your heart and blood vessels have to deal with. But sodium is only one piece of the puzzle. Then there's the type and amount of fat in your diet. Many fast foods can be high in saturated fat. A diet high in saturated fat can raise LDL cholesterol in some people. LDL is often called the bad cholesterol because higher levels are associated with cardiovascular risk. And your long-term diet matters more than one meal. The good news is that your overall diet can also work in the opposite direction. Adding more fiber-rich and minimally processed foods can improve the overall balance. And fiber is something many fast food meals don't provide much of. Fiber supports healthy digestion and feeds beneficial gut bacteria. And this is where your gut microbiome enters the story. Your gut is home to trillions of microorganisms, and what you eat can influence the environment they live in. Fiber-rich foods provide fuel for many beneficial gut bacteria. Many typical fast food meals contain relatively little fiber. For some people, a low-fiber diet can affect digestion. That's why variety matters. And your gut doesn't work separately from the rest of your body. Your gut and brain communicate constantly through complex pathways, and your diet can influence how your body feels and functions. And while your gut is responding, another system is quietly dealing with the extra sugar. Many fast food meals come with added sugar, especially through sweetened drinks and desserts. Those sugars can raise blood glucose relatively quickly. Your body responds by releasing insulin to help manage that glucose. Again, one meal isn't the whole story. The concern comes when high-sugar foods and drinks become a daily routine. Consistently consuming too much added sugar can make it harder to maintain a healthy diet. And sugary drinks can be especially easy to overlook. A drink can add a lot of energy without making you feel as full as a solid meal. Your liver also has to process nutrients coming from what you eat and drink. And if your daily diet is consistently high in calories and added sugars, your liver can become part of the story too. Have you ever eaten fast food and then felt strangely tired afterward? That post-meal slump can happen for several reasons. A large meal gives your digestive system plenty of work to do. And a meal high in refined carbohydrates can cause a noticeable rise in blood glucose. Your body responds by releasing insulin and processing that incoming energy. For some people, those changes can be followed by feeling less energetic. But everyone's response isn't identical. The amount you eat, what you eat, and what you eat with all matter. So feeling energetic isn't simply about consuming more calories, because what you eat can also affect the signals your brain receives about hunger and fullness. Your brain is designed to notice foods that are highly rewarding. Taste, smell, texture, and the feeling of reward all play a role. When you repeatedly eat the same highly rewarding foods, your brain can learn the pattern. Eventually, seeing or smelling that food can trigger a craving. And the more often the routine repeats, the more familiar it becomes. Sometimes, you may want fast food because of the habit, not because you're physically hungry. Stress, boredom, and even certain places can become triggers. And because fast food is convenient, the habit can be incredibly easy to repeat. What starts as a choice can eventually feel automatic. And while your brain is learning the habit, your cardiovascular system is also dealing with the long-term pattern. Your heart doesn't react to just one burger. It's the overall pattern of eating that matters. High sodium and saturated fat can both be part of that pattern. For some people, high sodium intake can contribute to higher blood pressure. And diets high in saturated fat can raise LDL cholesterol in some people. These aren't changes that usually happen overnight. They're more about what happens when the same choices repeat for years. And fast food is only one part of your lifestyle. Your overall habits work together, because there's another organ that deals with every fast food meal you eat. Your liver plays a major role in processing nutrients from the food you eat. It helps manage how your body stores and uses energy. When energy intake consistently exceeds what your body needs, some of that excess can be stored. The liver works best as part of an overall balanced lifestyle. And remember, fast food isn't one single ingredient or one single effect. It's the combination and the frequency that matter. Eating fast food occasionally is very different from eating it every day. Your body is constantly responding to your habits. Over time, a consistently high-calorie diet can contribute to weight gain. But here's the part many people miss. Your health isn't measured by your weight alone. Some changes inside your body don't show up in a mirror. Your internal health is much more complicated than appearance. For example, blood pressure can change without obvious symptoms. Cholesterol levels can also change without you feeling anything. That's one reason regular health checks can be useful. Your body can also give you clues when something isn't working well. Feeling unusually tired, thirsty, bloated, or sluggish can have many possible causes. And it's important not to blame every symptom on one food. Your overall eating pattern matters much more. So, does this mean you have to completely give up fast food? No, you don't necessarily have to completely eliminate fast food. The first thing to look at is how often you're eating it. Portion size matters too, and what you choose alongside the meal can make a difference. Adding vegetables, fruit, beans, and whole grains can increase fiber. Choosing water instead of sugary drinks can also reduce added sugar and calories. And you don't have to think of healthy eating as all or nothing. For many people, balance is much more realistic than perfection. Instead of judging one meal, look at your entire week. And sometimes, one small change can make your overall diet much better. Because your diet isn't the only thing affecting your health. Physical activity matters too. Your body uses energy through movement, daily activity, and basic metabolism. Spending most of your day sitting can also affect your overall health. Even regular walking is a simple way to add more movement to your day. You don't need an extreme workout to start moving more. Small increases in daily activity can add up over time. Think about nutrition and movement together. And there's another major piece: sleep. Because even a good diet can't replace the basic recovery your body gets from quality sleep. Your health is shaped by multiple habits working together, and one habit can make another habit harder to control. Poor sleep can influence hunger, cravings, and food choices. When you're tired, being active can also feel harder. And when you're exhausted, the easiest food option can become more tempting. That can create a cycle that keeps repeating. But you don't have to fix everything at once. Start with one realistic change. Then build another good habit on top of it. Because improving your health isn't about being perfect every day. The goal isn't to eat perfectly. It's to build a pattern you can actually maintain. Start by making fast food less of a daily habit. When possible, preparing more meals at home gives you greater control over what goes into them. And when you do eat out, small choices can make a difference. Choose a smaller portion when you don't need the largest one. Choose water more often, especially instead of sugary drinks. And add vegetables, fruit, or another nutrient-rich food whenever you can. Protein and fiber can also help make meals more satisfying. And if you have an unhealthy meal, don't think you've ruined everything. One meal doesn't define your health. Your long-term pattern does. The biggest lesson is to look at your overall eating pattern. Eating fast food every day can make it harder to get the variety of nutrients your body needs. Your body benefits from a variety of foods. Whole and minimally processed foods can make that variety easier to achieve. Pay particular attention to sugary drinks because they're easy to consume quickly. And keep an eye on sodium, especially if you eat restaurant and fast foods frequently. If you eat fast food, balance the rest of your day with more nutrient-rich choices. Keep moving, stay hydrated, and get enough sleep. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to make healthier choices more often than unhealthy ones. Now, imagine you stopped eating fast food every single day. Over time, your taste preferences can adapt to different foods, and cravings may become easier to manage when highly processed foods are no longer a daily routine. You may also naturally make more room for foods that provide fiber, vitamins, minerals, and protein. Some people also notice changes in how their energy and digestion feel. The goal isn't a dramatic overnight transformation. It's the small choices you repeat for months and years. Fast food doesn't have to be your enemy. The real problem is letting it become the default instead of the occasional choice. So, the next time you reach for fast food, remember, one meal won't define your health, but the habits you repeat can. Take care of your body, because you only get one.